What is up, guys? It's Mason once again, and let's go E4. I want to try and switch things up and not play the exact same thing over and over again. So hope you guys are having a good time. You're enjoying the videos. A very sad thing happened, and basically I recorded a video. So I'll post the video before this one, and in that video the game ended quickly, and I was like, oh, since the video ended quickly, I'm going to did I just allow b4 b5? I was like, since the video ended quickly, I will record another one. And that game was so nice. That game was so nice. I was losing throughout the game. Then all of a sudden, my opponent started blundering. And once he started blundering, I ended up winning the game. Yeah, I was wondering if he's going to go b4, b5. Which is plausible. Oh, okay. I do have to take. I could go a4, allow him to go this way and then go back. And there's possibilities of me doing well there. Like, I want to let him come up with the force. So I could go. Okay, there's also here b5, knight jumps back, and c4 doesn't exist. So I think I'll go for this. I'm just trying to be very awkward here. Because if my opponent goes pawn push, then yeah, my guy is going to stay there. And I'm very fine with this structure or this position. Yeah, that's still completely fine. He's going to try and do this with his bishop. I think we castle first. He brings his bishop in, rook e1. Then we bring the knight here. And we can possibly go for some queenside ideas. And now we can take. We can take. I can see like the whole knight line. Don't worry, I see that. And how do we continue from here? Pawn push blocks in my bishop. It's not looking good for me now. I would like to go in this way and jump in this way. I think that. Okay, so let's say I go here. Ah, no, bishop just takes. Knight here does nothing for me. It might actually do something for me. In that game too, that's almost what happened. I think in the first game or something, that's what happened. I recall these in bulk. Okay, you know what? We can play this knight takes and then we jump in this way. I think I like that whole formula. Right? You can take this, I'm also fine with that. The position is just completely fine. If that's the line, like if he just immediately goes takes, the position is completely fine. Okay, my opponent is really putting himself in danger. He's giving me a very nice square. Oh, okay, wait. Yeah, I'm also getting in over my head here. Yeah. Okay, let's go this way. Going for a very convoluted line, which you're about to see. Yep. If I win this, I'm a genius, for sure. Just kidding. Like I said, this line is fine, though I am sad that I did lose this. How do I want to go about this? Let's go this way. His knight is going to jump in here. Queen check. I'm okay with this move. He's considering whether to block with his knight or not. And now that my bishop is out of that whole shebang, I can still go back to my original plan. um I think I'll have to take. Taking gives him control of the file, but I don't know. Because there's this convoluted line I'm considering here, which is like if I go in this way, he can go rook takes. If I take, then he goes knight here, then this guy is under attack. I could go in this way, but then he has bishop takes, queen takes. It's a whole line in my mind. And I was hoping that I could get this move in before that whole thing happens, which is what I'm considering right now. So if I do take and then he takes, I give him the file, but then I have this move I can make so that once this guy comes in, maybe I'm fine there. I don't know. You know, let's go for the bad line. Let's see what it does. Now he's thinking about this, which may be a possible threat. I don't think it is, but it could be. I'm down on the clock. I'm down on the position. Okay, I'm completely fine with that move. Actually, wait. Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, queen takes, and we can draw. Or maybe even more than that. Wait. Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. Pawn push. We have this move. Now there's this whole convoluted line there. Because he doesn't have to like, and you can't even get the rook there. Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. If bishop takes, queen takes, then I'm fine because king comes in, check, 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 check. And I'm possibly fine there. Nah, it doesn't work. I do have this move though, so there's lines. It's not like it's completely over. Now the knight is going to come in. The knight is coming in. If it doesn't come in, I'll be shocked. Okay. I'm completely fine with that. I think I take first, right? Then I come in this way because I have this square. Now it's looking a little bit better. Maybe I should have played the check first. Yeah, maybe I should have played the check first. Yeah, like I was saying, maybe I should have gone here first. And yeah, I want to go this way instead of just going this way because check here also exists. The knight would try and block me, which is what I've noticed. Mm. Okay. So check what happens. Because pawn push does not make any sense here. And now we are in a good position. The only issue now we have to deal with is time, but yeah. I couldn't find a quick way of using this in my advantage, which is why I didn't go there. He missed exactly what I was trying to do, which is to simplify the game. He completely missed what I was trying to do. I was trying to simplify the game. The game has gotten to a point where if the quiz go off, I'm completely fine. He completely missed that whole idea. Yeah, I am targeting this pawn, but my main goal behind doing all that was to deal with the pawn. So now all that remains is just dealing with the stuff. I don't need to take it. He's going to go pawn push. Oh, he doesn't. Interesting. I can't come in here like I would have wanted to. I have to go check. Now I have to bring my king in. Because my bishop is fine. It's not in any danger at all. Okay, the more pieces that come off the board, the more okay I am with the position. So okay, let's go pawn push here. He can resign at any point. Like at this point, he can resign. There's no point in continuing. There's no way you can try to delay whatever it is I want to do. Okay, we go this way, check. Can win the pawn. Then we come in here and then it's over. From this point, it's over. I actually have to be a bit careful because pawn push is also very dangerous. So pawn push, I'll take this way. That way, this pawn is always close to my king, right? But now that he doesn't do that, this is just completely fine. I'm sure there were faster ways, much more clinical ways, but this is the way that seems simplest to me. No complications, and I can just win the game from there on, right? I personally am the type who likes to take away any possible counterattack from our opponent and then killing them from there on. Some people would take that risk of, despite the counterattack existing. I do that, but I think it's best if you can just neutralize every counterplay your opponent has. So it was an interesting one. My opponent gave me everything that you'd want in the opening, like very open line. Space, central control, and everything. And maybe he had something. Maybe I'm overthinking my position. But I didn't like the way he initiated everything. He seemed to be just giving me everything I would want in the position. Let's take a look at a gander at this without the analysis, just the eval, so we can get a feel of what's going on. Yeah, but here I didn't want to immediately like allow this. Sorry, that's actually just good for me. Knight takes, because I couldn't really see an advantage here. I couldn't really see what I'm gaining in this. Fine, I can castle here. Then maybe he has pawn push, so I don't know. Maybe not there. But what I realized was that I was losing my bishop. So I decided to play this so that if my opponent was to take, my bishop is still active, and this is good for me. If my opponent is to push, I can hide back, and maybe like this is not so strong for my opponent. Like my knight jumps back, is defending here. Now this guy's looking very loosey-goosey, and we can go from there. I don't have much experience in this line, but I have seen games with this type of strategy being played where white accepts all of this and the pawn structure ends up becoming weak, right? So for example, you can assume like if my opponent defends this way, takes, and now my opponent has something here he has to really think about. It's not a bad position for black in any way, but this weakness can become very pronounced. Because once this guy falls, it's like everything here falls. And the bishop in turn becomes very active. I've seen these lines before, which is why I was confident in allowing it, but I did not really like know the principles behind it. Anyways, yeah. And here I was a bit confused because maybe I could have done this. I wasn't so sure about allowing this. Okay, this would be good. So he wouldn't have to push again. But he could probably go this way. No, that's also not good. So he maybe has to keep it and then bring his queen and his rook to support.